Yeah, we are.
All right.
Goom lao. Hey, everybody, it's your boy Chris. Welcome back to the Off Air Podcast. With me, as always, is your boy John.
I am not sick.
Neither of us are sick, at least as far as we know, because the COVID-19 is
COVID,
it's spread before you realize you have any symptoms,
like herpes.
Okay.
Anyways,
Of all the anyway, yeah.
that's the one thing you don't want. Never mind.
That's the one thing.
That's the one thing you don't want to talk about with your friends.
Mm.
Well, typically any sexual transmission.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, that's not the point for today. Today we're talking about a lot of topics that we've missed in general.
I mean, yeah, we were only live like once last month, right? Maybe twice.
Yeah, I hope it's.
This is the first time we're live this month, and we're actually kind of behind on it. But, I mean, really, everything has been around this virus lately. I mean, E3 is canceled, and the last time we talked about E3 in our last podcast, one of the big execs left, and another one has left since then.
And then they straight up said we're just gonna try to make an online version.
Right, and that's typically the response from all these different things. Xbox and PlayStation and Nvidia are all going to have their own online panels. They've mentioned that before.
Twitch Amsterdam is officially like out the door.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
they were the first major ones to go out first.
I see.
And then soon after, South by Southwest, that technology convention's out the door. Yeah, it's as hectic as it sounds if you sit back and look at all the details.
I mean, it's not okay. Like,
here's the thing: a lot of people are overreacting, and it's kind of making it worse.
No, absolutely, because I mean, there's definitely no need to panic. So just to clear things over, and this is one thing that I really hate about this situation is that we're just calling it the coronavirus. You know, the coronavirus is
a class.
It's a species.
It's a class of viruses.
SARS is a coronavirus. The common cold is a type of coronavirus. We should be calling it like COV or something.
Literally, the
COV.
easiest name you can say is COVID. That's it.
Yeah, we should be calling it COVID.
COVID, because that's the actual name.
Yeah, but
that both the WHO and CDC agreed on.
Yeah, so really the only the two scary things about it is that it's moving quickly, and typically because of the other part of it is that it, like I said, it's you are contagious before you realize it. Before we show signs of symptoms, it's already spreading.
Right.
However, in terms of the disease itself.
It's not that dangerous.
It's not. I mean, if you are older, if you are unhealthy, you are not in the best spot for it. But if you are younger or you are healthy, in a sense, you will likely just shrug it off like another cold. You'll be sick for a few days, maybe a week or two, and you'll be fine. It's not by any means deadly. In that sense, in terms of treating it, it's really older and unhealthy people that don't typically handle sickness very well anyway, that are going to be at risk. And so with that, I mean, we should just tell you the same thing that everyone else is going to tell you, and the same thing we've been talking about for the longest time in terms of avoiding sickness is wash your hands.
A lot of people are like, but how is it going to stop it? Well, it's not. It's going to prevent it. Spreading further.
Yeah.
But
in terms of stopping, I mean, if you get it, you just need to go about proper treatment the same way you would with a cold. That's the best thing we can do.
If you want to
that and quarantining, or getting yourself tested, you can and consider if you don't even show signs yet, if you're not having symptoms, you can still be tested. In fact, various health insurance companies are already giving tests free of charge.
And now since the United States finally wrote it in, now all of it's been waived. Treatment, on the other hand, is still with the insurance companies, but testing is free now.
Yeah, sadly we can't fix that. You need to have insurance, otherwise you need to stay home, have some chicken soup, do the old-fashioned way, have some tea, have some cold cough medicine.
If you want an actual breakdown of like what the death rate is, 6 and above is about 2%.
Yeah, so let's pull up some stats real quick on
anything
it.
else,
just so we can get past this and move on to some other topics.
Yeah, anything else is literally a 0.0. It's a 0.2. That's it. That's the actual death rate for everyone else below 60.
All right. Okay. Well, here's just some updates and coverage. This was posted just yesterday.
As of right now, since we're talking, City of Tampa sent me a message saying, "Hey, since everyone's doing social distancing, you might as well just do the census right now, please."
Yeah, actually, you should fill out the census.
A lot of people.
Your opinions matter. Also, thoughts and prayers to those trying to get home right now. There's a lot of like mass confusion in airports, especially between here and Europe. Here it is in New York Times. U.S. airports, passengers returning from Europe describe long waits, big crowds, and confusion. Travelers,
Illinois, Chicago,
long lines and confusion at U.S. airports on Saturday.
Yeah, yesterday Chicago had a 5-hour queue for testing just to get through the airport.
Wow, yeah. So, in addition to barring foreigners from 26 European countries, President Trump's new restrictions funnel Americans to designated airports in New York City, Chicago, San Francisco, Seattle, Honolulu, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Virginia, Detroit, Dallas, Newark, Boston, and Miami. So good luck for anyone living here in Florida. That's tough.
Oh, fuck.
You'll be lucky to get in Atlanta. You'll be stupid lucky to get in Atlanta, and then or Miami.
Not Miami. Fuck. You know how hectic that airport is?
That airport is already bad enough as it is. Definitely will be coming through Tampa International. So I guess Tampa International then is
off the list.
Because
we're right
lockdown.
next to a military base.
No, that makes sense because we're so close to Big Deal. That makes perfect sense. Otherwise, Tampa International is we have one of the biggest airports in the state and number one. Well, we've been between number one and number two in the country for quite a few years now. But,
I mean, it's slowly been growing still.
Yeah, but that would be a lot of other issues considering how close it is to MacDill Air Force Base. But that definitely causes like a lot of issues and confusion for people trying to get home, especially people that may have been, out seeing Europe. Some people, some students are studying abroad or that had earlier spring breaks this month. Because some schools just got off spring break last week, and now all of this is happening.
Yeah, especially with Harvard, when they announced that they're extending their spring break for another extra 2 weeks.
Oh, everyone's doing it now.
No. At the beginning, before
everyone
started.
Yeah, they
Harvard says you had 5 days to pack up.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah. They evicted all the students within 5 days.
Yeah, and apparently Trump has officially tested negative for coronavirus. What have you?
Yeah, I mean because he's been in contact with how many people so far that are positive?
I don't know. I don't know about those.
Mayor of Miami, positive.
Oh wow.
Brazilian officials, positive.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz, Zodiac killer. So he's technically.
Wait, Ted Cruz tested positive too?
No, he's still in self isolation, but his.
I see.
His his staff members are testing positive.
I see. But I don't know. I feel like we're kind of just adding to it.
It's
don't change anything. Don't be afraid to go out. Definitely get some shopping done if you can. If you good luck getting some toilet paper and hand sanitizer, but do what you can. You probably have to order some of it on Amazon rather than.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. Half of it's already price scalped.
Is it really?
Amazon's actually working with actually like deleting half of the suppliers on Amazon.
That's unbelievable. Well,
because here's a crazy story I read last night. A guy bought about over 17,000 hand sanitizers, disinfectants all across Tennessee, basically wiping out the supply.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to flip it and price scalp on Amazon. Amazon's like, all right, we're gonna have fun. You can't sell anymore. You're banned on our website.
Oh my god.
eBay also knows about it. He's also banned. He's basically stuck with a large, ridiculous surplus.
It's unbelievable. I mean, if you're just trying to get your hands on just like if you just need a roll right now, come on.
No, guess what? I got a shower now. Apparently,
okay.
This is new.
I don't want to get into all the intimate details. Don't. Okay.
Listen. All I'm saying is this is all probably propagated by Charmin. We both know this.
No. Anyway, just Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Don't be afraid to go out. Especially if you're on the younger and healthier side. Don't let this get into. Don't panic. Don't overreact about this whole thing. I mean, the sooner that the panic goes down, the sooner we can go back to watching sports and traveling. Am I wrong?
Well, you're not wrong, but let me say this as a final note before we move on officially.
Sure.
If you hear something on social media, please check your sources.
Oh, of course. That's another thing,
and also, please, if you want to get direct access to the information, CDC has a website that explains and breaks down everything on how to basically get treated, where to test, and what to do to prevent from getting it.
Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube or on Anchor, then there'll be a link in the description for that.
But officially, seeing how we mentioned this at the beginning of the podcast, YouTube is already automatically putting down a link under our screen.
Oh, that's right.
If you mention anything about coronavirus, they're going to be putting up their own direct link to the CDC.
No, that's good. Also, with that being said, with with people self-quarantining with this whole thing, Discord is I think they were going to do this anyway, but it was kind of just really good timing. That they are expanding their server limits.
Yes. And also now they're expanding their video limits for group sessions.
Yes.
Especially now since they're going to roll it out later, but now they're rolling out early because of schools being called off early.
Right. Yeah.
What else? Disney released Frozen 2 3 months early.
Wait, what?
Frozen 2?
Yeah.
Got released 3 months early on Disney Plus.
Oh, on Disney Plus. I'm like, what do you mean? I saw it in theaters. Yeah, like months ago.
No. On Disney Plus.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. What was I gonna say here? No, there was something else about Discord and with Twitch that I wanted to go over. Essentially, various professors that have been using Discord and Twitch as means to do online lectures,
right?
And this whole expansion thing has been helping out with that, and it's going to be easier for those who are still going to be having class online during this expanded break, so-called. Let me see if I can. Here.
What else? Good news is, officially we have 6 days until a very special game. No, I'm sorry, 5 days until a very special game comes out.
Oh yes.
Animal Crossing Eternal.
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
Doom New Horizons.
Yes. Man, I don't know which one I like the sound better of.
Last night during my D&D session, I have my Steam on my other screen pulled up, and I'm staring at it. I'm like, man, should I just pre-order Doom Eternal, but like the deluxe edition? They're like, do you like Doom? I'm like, yeah. They're like, all right, go pre-order Cyberpunk.
Fair enough.
But I got time to wait for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is on the other hand.
Yeah.
Of course, Tom Nook is like, all right, one more week before we depart for this deserted island.
Yeah. Who was it? It was recently on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh, Joe. I just finished watching it actually.
Oh yeah.
He's one of the creative directors for id Software.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull up his name. It's strange, but he's a very nice gentleman.
Yeah, you guys, those of you excited for Doom Eternal, you might want to go check that out. Aside from that, Doom Eternal director says he already has ideas for the future. Doom Eternal's creative director has said he already has ideas for the team's new project. Suggested that it could already be forming plans for the future. Speaking in a Oh, this is yeah. It was Hugo Martin.
Yeah, I just pulled it up.
Yeah. So yeah.
In the same podcast, he was also talking like, yes, we have ideas, but right now we're going to be focusing on finishing up the DLC campaigns.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, it says it's hard to say how long it'll be before the team moves fully onto the next game. It's also juggling DLC plans for Eternal. We're already moving on to don't want to say the next thing, quote unquote. This is a PR answer because I'm not allowed to say that. But we have ideas certainly in DLC for Doom Eternal. He said certainly. We're always my microphone's getting in the way of my line of sight reading this. Certainly we're always dual tracking things. And talking always because you never know when the cool idea is going to come along, and you're always jotting down notes. He said. He added. We keep those conversations going on the side and see how it goes. So yeah, just. I mean, that's kind of just how the job is creative producing. I mean, you and I were always discussing various ideas and jotting things down, but
we throw ideas at each other. We agree on it. Sometimes down the road, we shoot them down.
Yeah.
Mostly shoot them down.
I mean, well, that's how we end up with the good ones.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously they're not going to get too far into it yet. There's already 10 minutes of new PC gameplay from VGC for Doom Eternal.
But there's also something else that came out recently. Well, more gameplay of Valve.
Oh.
Half-Life Alexa.
Yeah.
Sorry, Half-Life Alex. Oh, sorry, I was looking at my phone. I'm like, Alexa.
No.
Half-Life Alex.
Yeah.
It's also right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I think in another week we'll have it.
Also, with this whole E3 controversy that HTC and Valve are planning to have their own online panel as well.
This is the first time Valve have actually. I think the last E3 they were at was 2007.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you can save 10% on Half-Life Alyx on Steam.
Of course.
Imagine that.
But you could get it for free if you buy the HTC Vive Pro.
Oh God. What is that, like $1,700?
No, $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was more.
It's cheaper than a phone.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, anything we should say before I move on to phone news really quick? You know I got phone news, John.
What's a phone?
I mean, soon if we won't be using phones, but like...
What's a computer?
But no, they're definitely really excited for Half-Life Alyx. John and I have been discussing the possibility of getting a Vive. That's kind of still up in the air right now with us financially. We kind of already. I mean, we kind of recently did some expansion and so went about a few things.
I mean, you're planning to do a big move. I just bought a car.
Yeah.
I bought a car by myself with no help. Yeah. I have to iterate that every time someone looks at my car. Is like, wow, so who helped you, or whose dick did you suck?
Oh God.
I had one person say that.
But oh man, I can't type. We've had another leak from none other than the notorious Google.
So Google?
The Pixel 4a has been leaked already. Oh, what's this about the Pixel 5? This was just a day ago. Pixel 5 Google camera app strongly suggests won't be a flagship phone. Okay, so that's not important. Well, I mean, hopefully it's not important. But the Pixel 4a has already been leaked, and apparently there was already like a billboard advertisement for it.
Bruh.
And there hasn't even. I feel like they're doing this on purpose. I kind of hope so at this point, because because last year, like, the leaks were just falling out of the seams of their they were.
We're not making a phone, anyways. We're gonna talk about this new phone battery.
So, anyway, check out this new camera. But the Pixel 4a is apparently starting at just $399. When was the last time you saw that kind of price on a phone?
I saw that price on a PS3 during a Black Friday event, and I bought that. I bought that shit.
But Pixel 4 will reportedly feature faster UFS 2.1 storage. The world might be grinding to a halt, but at least the latest Pixel keeps leaking.
Please don't use that term, sir.
Leak?
Yeah.
Leaking.
Drip.
Leaking through the pipes, leaking through the faucet.
Leaky nose.
I want to call Google a faucet at this point. Earlier this week, we got to learn a lot about the Pixel 4a when Cuban YouTube channel Techno Like Plus uploaded a hands-on with pre-production model of the upcoming phone. XDA Developers has now shared a photo of the phone bootloader that details additional information about the device. Most interesting tidbit we learned is that the Pixel 4a features UFS 2.1 storage, while most high-end smartphones like the Galaxy S20 have started to include UFS 3.0 flash storage. UFS 2.1 is a significant step up from the Pixel 3a storage situation. For all of its strengths related to its price, Google's current budget phone ships with a slow eMMC memory. UFS 2.1 modules feature sequential read speeds of 850 megabytes per second. Not bad. By contrast, eMMC offers more modest spreads. More modest read speeds of only 250 megabytes per second. Another benefit of the newer standard is that UFS modules can read and write data simultaneously. Overall, the new storage should make installing and loading apps faster. That said, the one thing to keep in mind is that the production model could feature different internal components. So yeah, we should keep in mind that this is technically a prototype they're looking at, but I mean, we should be looking at a release of this phone, let's see, likely in the next month or so. When was the Pixel 3a released last year? It was around springtime or like early summertime. Well, what's the official release date of the 4a if it's there? So okay, so its official release date is in May. And that's also when the 3A and 3A XL was released last year. Oh, and apparently it is going to have a headphone jack.
For $399?
Yes!
All right, I'm done.
And that Pixel's got a pretty good camera on it. Pretty damn good camera.
All right, Apple. It's been how long since I had this Apple iPhone 6?
Oh, Jesus. I'm definitely looking at upgrading this year. I just don't know if I'll go for a budget phone like the Pixel 4 or if I'll just go straight for that thick boy, that S20 Plus. It's a pretty good phone.
I don't think I can afford to lose my kidney again.
It's only a little over $1,000.
Oh, I just remembered I was rereading my old notes. Some very interesting things coming out of Ubisoft.
What's that?
They've been recently expanding basically in Rainbow Six. They added a new skin, Lara Croft, for one of their operators.
Okay.
And then for Honor, they just did a big throwback for an older game title.
Oh.
Prince of Persia.
No.
You can play as him.
No.
It doesn't look exactly like him, but it's Prince of Persia.
Oh. Prince of Persia. It's been too long. Oh.
Ubisoft is sweating. It's like, shit, Valve is out.
Yeah.
Valve is out. I guess we gotta pull out everything.
No, and apparently several Ubisoft titles are soon going to be landing on Google Stadia. I don't want to talk about Stadia again.
Stadia's dead.
But apparently they have a new format streaming at 4K.
No.
Even though it's not 4K.
No.
You know what it is?
It's upscale 1080.
It's upscaled to 1800. I kind of find that dirtier for some reason. It's better, but like...
I find that offensive.
It's like, you're right there.
But why?
But it's also because that, this all goes back to like how they originally, they originally claimed before it was released that they were going to be able to stream 4K in 120 hertz. I'm like, that's unbelievable. You can't do that right now.
Without testing.
Yeah.
Without any testing.
But you know what apparently is going to have some pretty promising numbers.
What?
Elon Musk is talking about what was it? Starlink?
Oh, his internet service.
Yes, it's apparently gonna have latency low enough for online gaming.
You have you not like read any of his early like concepts?
There was like a recent interview about it. Let me pull it up.
It's fucking like, all right, $17. You get like 1,000 gigabytes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just something ridiculous. I feel like we're at a point where we're achieving such high numbers that now companies are just like throwing even higher numbers out there, and that the only two companies that are actually delivering on them are AMD and Nvidia.
We can process 4,000 terabytes. I don't think what
that doesn't exist.
Watch.
So it's having pretty effect on astronomy. And apparently SpaceX is not slowing down amid coronavirus as Starlink constellation grows again. And it was this about low latency from Inverse. Yeah, is SpaceX Starlink low latency? The answer could unlock billions in funding. In SpaceX's planned Starlink constellation, a real low latency broadband service. That's the question at the heart of new funding discussion, which could unlock up to $16 billion in federal subsidies.
Delicious.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a fat boy contract.
That's a stupid number. The Wall Street Journal reported Thursday that the company has suggested to the Federal Communications Commission that it should be allowed to complete for funding aimed at improving rural internet access over the next 10 years. February 7th draft on the of the auction procedures suggest satellite broadband firms could fail to qualify as low latency, as the networks typically take a long time to respond to user requests compared to a land-based networks. SpaceX argues that Starlink does respond quickly enough that it could be considered low latency. Low latency service is not an aspirational feature of the proposed system. It results from laws of physics. David Goldman, SpaceX's director of satellite policy, wrote in February 20th. He's saying this is the law of physics. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. What are urging the agency to reconsider proposals laid out 13 days prior. In its comments, Goldman likely referring to the lower orbit of Starlink satellites, which means signals have further to travel. On February 28th, the agency released a proposal that could support satellite services with low latency, while also asking the public for input. A 2013 analysis found the I'm just skipping ahead here, but sorry, you were going to say something. Oh, it actually showed some of the paths.
No, because no, not really.
For the satellite, it looks like just a net going around the damn planet.
It is. No, because I was just thinking, man, every time I think of low latency, I think of wired connection.
Of course.
And of course.
And that's what they're comparing this to.
Yeah.
Imagine if you can, just log into a server from the moon. Imagine that shit. Or maybe not from the moon, but from space,
All I'm asking is, can I play Crisis 3?
Damn, I knew you were going to say Crisis 3. That's nothing. This does not have anything to do with computing, John.
Streaming 4K.
Probably not streaming 4K.
Upscale 1080.
Probably upscale 1080. Assuming that you're playing Crisis, so I would hope that you're at least running on
But can it run Minecraft?
Like a Ryzen 9. Minecraft, ooh, come back in 2030.
2040 at the earliest. At the earliest.
But no, I mean that's pretty exciting, and I think if there's any, I mean, I don't know, I don't know. I don't have the best perspective on this, because I was really hoping that Google will be the one company that would have the means to have consistent computing.
No.
It's
a product. Yes, it works. It's a product of the future. It's just they rolled it out too early.
Yeah, of course. But since we're talking about this service that's going to be Starlink, I want to put the trust in the hands of Elon and those in charge of SpaceX. I'm well aware they have.
Have you forgot what this man has done?
Oh, I mean, he's done great things for Tesla.
He's launched a car into space. That's it. That's it. You're done.
He's driven.
This man, if he wanted to, he can make a ham sandwich up there. No, but
I don't know. I definitely, this is definitely very exciting, and I want to put the trust in them. But I also don't know where to put my hopes right now. It seems like all we're talking about nowadays is where
we're gonna be.
Where we're gonna be in terms of service and cloud computing in the next 10 years, between expansions in fiber optic, wireless service, between 5G, between cloud gaming, between cloud computing and cloud storage.
My family has the new iPhone where they actually do have the 5G service.
Yeah. They have like a 5G modem phone, like the S20 or something.
Yeah, they have what's it called, the iPhone X.
Oh, the iPhone X's have 5G.
What 11? iPhone?
iPhones don't have 5G modems in them.
Well, it says at the well, never mind. But either way, they're like,
some service companies are lying and saying that they have 5G.
Right.
Like AT&T was doing that, and T-Mobile has been guilty of doing that too, where they'll say you're connected to 5G, but unless you have a phone that's a 5G modem, you're not connected to 5G. Sorry.
Speak of the devil. My phone just lost signal.
So
I love you, T-Mobile.
So like, just to put in perspective, like what phones have 5G modems, I'm well aware the S10 5G, the S20s have 5G modems, and I want to say the OnePlus 7T Pro also has a 5G modem, but I don't think the iPhones do at all. What smartphones have 5G modems in them? I can't type.
It's amazing if you actually like sit back and go through the history of Elon Musk.
Yeah, so the only phones that currently have 5G modems are the S10 5G, the various S20s, the LG V50 Thin Q. Do not get that phone, and the OnePlus 7 Pro and 7T Pro McLaren Edition. So Apple doesn't have a 5G phone yet, and I mean they don't need to. 5G isn't ready.
Don't worry, they will, but they're gonna claim that they're the first one.
They're not gonna claim to do that. They're gonna have it when it's ready.
No, they're gonna claim it.
No, they're not.
They did that with all the Samsung products.
No, they didn't.
A lot of them did.
Which ones? AirPods came up before Samsung Buds did.
No, not that one.
Like, I don't mean to defend Apple, but they did some things first. They were definitely the first. They definitely had the balls to take the headphone jack out first.
Oh God, no, they're the assholes.
And everyone was angry about that. But I mean, now barely anyone has a headphone jack anymore.
My car has a headphone jack.
Yeah, but most phones don't. Neither do tablets now. I don't think the iPad has one, does it?
You know when's the last time?
The only other.
When's the last time I've seen an iPad?
iPads are pretty, popular.
No.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah, but I don't.
I don't typically give Apple a lot of credit, but aside from the Surface, the iPad is really the best tablet on the market, hands down. I mean, the Google Slate is pretty shit, and Samsung, people weren't really buying Android tablets.
You know how much modding I can put on that?
On what?
Android tablets.
Why though? Why would you do that when you can have a laptop? Why would you do that when you have a Surface?
Why would I do that when I have a computer?
Exactly.
I have a computer.
Yeah. So yeah, the iPad Pro did not have a headphone jack, which I didn't think they did because Apple, and I want to talk about Apple actually in a second.
Oh, no.
But Apple is only making it harder, but more they're pushing their customers more towards their ecosystem. You know, if you're gonna have an iPhone or an iPad, any sort of Apple product, you're likely going to buy the AirPods. Simple as that. I mean, there are other really great wireless headphones and wireless earbuds. Some that I would say are even better than the AirPods or even the AirPods Pro. Not that they're bad, but like they're pretty overpriced. But it's always just like it's Apple's strategy. They're going to try to keep you locked into their ecosystem and try to sell you their products rather than sell you their software like Microsoft and Google do. Which gives us as PC users a lot more freedom as to what hardware we want to use. But speaking about Apple, I keep on hitting my microphone on this entire cast. But Apple apparently updated something about their cleaning guidelines.
I'm sorry? Sorry, I just started taking pre-workout.
Why? You're gonna go straight to the gym after this?
Of course.
All right.
I'm gonna go wake up.
So yeah, apparently Apple was updating their cleaning guidelines. A few others were talking about this. I guess it's just about this whole coronavirus thing, but I don't see. So okay, Apple updates iPhone cleaning guidelines as coronavirus spreads, and I guess regardless, you should be cleaning. I mean, regardless as to the virus, you should be cleaning your tech, especially your smartphone of all things. You're touching that all day. You probably, I mean, let's be honest. A lot of us use it on the toilet and shit.
You know the toilet's cleaner than your sponge.
And you could still be clean.
I know. I'm not saying don't fucking clean it. I'm just saying.
In fact, I'm not worried about the seat. I'm worried about your hands. Your hands is what's getting on your phone, what's getting it dirty.
That's the issue. Never mind.
Let's not get into the intimate details, but yeah, like
all I'm saying is you should
even Apple isn't immune to the coronavirus.
Stop it.
That's what's here on this.
Go get some help.
I'm just reading.
McDonald's.
Not sponsored.
Yet.
No. That would be contradictory to our actual sponsor.
Who's our? No, we'll talk about them later.
Should we? I mean, maybe we should talk about it now.
Well, I mean, speaking about pre-workout, you know what's actually my favorite flavor?
What is your favorite flavor?
Blackberry.
Blackberry lemonade by FNX. We just want to thank real quick FNX to reaching out to us. FNX is a fitness brand. They are a fitness wear and supplement company. We are working as their ambassadors, and we just want to support them. I've tried other products. I would not be recommending them to you if they weren't good. John has tried them out. They have great pre-workout and protein. Definitely get to highly recommend them if you are someone who is a gym rat or a triathloner or what have you. If you are or if you're working towards health goals, try FNX's products. Pretty good, pretty effective, and they taste amazing.
Actually, before I came on the podcast, I just finished ordering one of their proteins.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, using what was it? Your special link down below.
I saw. Yeah, you should use our link and get on that.
All right,
let's try FNX anyway. But yeah, Apple, totally unrelated.
Speaking about people losing their health,
how did you just have that random segue into that?
Don't ask.
The iPhone maker on Monday updated its website with instructions for cleaning Apple devices, giving customers the okay to use alcohol wipes as the virus. Were you not using alcohol wipes on your phone before? Was that not allowed? Is that what they updated in their guidelines? That you weren't supposed to use? Did they say before you weren't supposed to use alcohol wipes? Were we supposed to use like?
Or hear me out. I think they didn't have anything saying no. But I think people were just implying it.
I guess.
But here's the thing. I do that anyways because every time I put it on the screen, I have to wipe it down with alcohol.
It says, using 70% isopropyl alcohol wipe or Clorox disinfecting wipes You may gently wipe the hard, non-porous surfaces of your Apple products, such as the display, keyboard, or other exterior surfaces.
Question.
The company said. What's up?
What is a porous?
They're listening to us.
What's a porous surface on the phone?
This is non-porous surfaces. I don't know what the porous. I guess the speaker is the porous surface.
You're assuming I'm pouring alcohol onto the actual.
No. They said wipes. They said wipes, John. Wipes.
Okay, but they're assuming
wipes.
They're assuming.
Are you using liquid? I guess you could. I guess you can use.
You
liquid
can.
Isopropyl and put it on like a paper towel or on a clean rag or wipe.
Here's a lot of things that people don't realize. You can use alcohol on electronics.
You can. Wait, do people not know that? Okay, quick PSA. Clean, especially with this virus going around. Clean your devices from the tech news, your favorite tech news coverage here on the Off-Air podcast. Clean your devices, especially your mobile devices, and use Clorox disinfecting or isopropyl.
I can't clean my hands anymore.
Oh, and
I'm starting to get ashy.
Listen, if you are using any sort of alcohol product in order to clean your hands or surfaces or commonly touched places like doorknobs or your especially your devices. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but for the love of God, do not, I repeat, do not use vodka. Do not use drinking alcohol. You remember we were talking about this not too long ago that Tito's had talk about this.
They're saying that's for your inside boo-boos, not your outside.
No. Listen.
Don't waste our shit.
Drinking alcohol is typically only 40 proof, meaning that it's only 20% alcohol.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. Wait. No. Yeah. So, that's not gonna be effective for your cleans. You need to be using 60 to 70% alcohol to typically like isopropyl to be using for cleaning.
Meanwhile, at work we use like 90.
Also, I don't understand how people are doing that. Isn't it more expensive to buy drinking alcohol? Yeah, it's way more expensive.
But here's the thing: there's none. There's no rubbing alcohol.
Oh, that's why people were using it.
They're like,
they already had it laying around.
This smells exactly like it.
It's not the same thing.
No.
But also don't use like other like hard chemicals like I don't know paint thinner or I'm not even gonna use examples because
I'm sorry.
I don't know if anyone
that never even crossed my mind.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna say
until
anything
now. I'm gonna go drink it.
No. But no. In all seriousness, like seriously, like if you haven't been doing already, like regardless of the virus,
just wash your damn hands for fuck's sake.
But also keep your devices clean for sure. But no, I just find it funny that like Apple out of nowhere is just updating their cleaning guidelines to something that was
the fact that
standard.
Hold on. I'm surprised they have a cleaning guide. I never even thought of that.
That's the thing is that it's standard, is it not? I mean, we're talking.
It's common sense. You're supposed to clean.
No, we're talking about it. But another thing though is that there are also designated products. That's some companies are making. Like, have you ever heard of the foam soap?
Huh?
Phone soap. It's a device to wash your device. The phone soap. It's like a washing machine for your cell phone. The phone soap. They were using it on Unbox Therapy.
Who?
It's the phone soap.
I'm sorry.
You can get one of these too. They tend to be a little bit more expensive. The cheaper ones start at like $60. They go up to about $100, $200. But the latest one, Phone Soap 3, it's $80. So some of them use water and soap. They also use, but typically they are UV light based. It's a UV sanitizer.
Huh.
Yeah. You can't wash your phones, but you can sanitize it with phone soap. Phone soap neutralizes the bacteria that other phone cleaners can't kill. Sanitize and charge your phone with phone soap. So it's a device that you put your phone inside. It cleans your phone using UV sanitizer, using UV light, so it destroys the bacteria on it while also charging your phone. And it's proven to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They
have 3 different types.
Speak about sanitizing.
Mm-hmm.
The
link will be in the description. We're not sponsored.
Well, no, not really. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Call us.
Please. Yeah. at work, I'm in charge of like the cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
for basically making sure our areas are all organized. My God, I have not cleaned so much
Yeah.
in my life.
People are working overtime. I had to go to work yesterday and just essentially bleach and pressure wash the entire facility.
Here's the thing. Where we work, we don't have customers that walk in off the street.
No, you work at a plant.
We work at an electronics plant.
Yeah.
I never had to like refill a alcohol machine. We have an alcohol ionic tester.
Okay.
It runs on 90% isopropyl.
Right.
That thing, like, typically sits at 60 degrees.
Oh, it has to.
My God, I've never have. It's insane.
Alcohol is a very low boiling point. It's really hard to maintain like 90 to 100%. It's nearly impossible to maintain nearly like 100% alcohol in a bottle. Like when you get Everclear and what have you, like it's not.
Here's how strong
totally 100%.
Here's how strong our chemicals are. Mm-hmm. We have special wipes
mm-hmm.
that are we use solder paste. Basically, when it goes through an oven, it basically melts down into regular solder. When we're wiping it down, we use these special wipes that are heavy alcohol wipes.
Right.
If you're not wearing gloves, your hands start to dry out. That's how strong they are.
Yeah, my bad.
Doesn't matter if you touch it once or hold it forever.
Mm-hmm.
My hands have been ruined since then.
You gotta
I wear gloves.
Use your PPE. OSHA will get on you. Well, actually, they get on your superiors. But use your PPE. Personal protective equipment.
I mean, I can't bring condoms to work.
Hey, not that kind of PPE. However, that is also PPE. Use that one too, but not at work, John. Come on, have some decency.
Well, here, I'm just expecting to get that call. It's like, hey, John, we're gonna need you to work a 12-hour shift.
Oh,
I'm actually at this point expecting to hear that one call.
Unbelievable.
We could, because one of our products, we do work with products of medical.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those are especially respirators and AEDs.
Right.
So if they want that through the plant, I'm typically the fastest person to get through the actual products.
I see.
With high quality, not saying that I can get them through without like 100% errors.
Right.
But it's what else?
We were talking about cleaning phones.
Cleaning phones.
And now Apple
movies got delayed.
Or we're still talking about delays in the virus.
No,
I mean, I guess that kind of is it.
There's nothing. Why? Harvey Weinstein went to jail.
Oh yeah,
23 years, and he still has 4 more federal cases.
Mm-hmm. No, he's pretty much there for life.
Yeah. He's like, he's sick. He's like, all right, cool. He'll be there for 23 years. It's a life sentence.
Essentially. Oh, it's about time. Took so. I mean, but you need to give credit to those that actually came out against him. Yeah. I mean, wow. I'm surprised. I mean, I don't know. With this whole virus thing, normally we would have so much more to talk about in terms of tech. But
everything just came to a screeching halt.
That's exactly what happened.
No, and then someone.
However, some people are still going about their things. Oliver Tree is still touring. Joe Rogan said himself he's not changing anything. He's probably still going to go on tour.
He actually had to cancel one show last night.
One show,
and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, he said himself he's not changing anything.
No, because if you give the attention to the thing, it may make it feel worse.
No. Yeah, I mean that all goes back to like how we can't really be keep worrying about this thing. I mean, this is like, to put it in perspective. This is the same species as the common cold and SARS. It's just spreading insanely fast because people have to be tested.
It's a new strand. That's all.
Yeah, but it's the same species.
You can't treat it like a flu.
Not quite. I mean,
not the same. Like, hold on. What can I say? Let me step back for a second. Flu vaccines won't work.
No, yeah, because
that's what a lot of people are saying. Just get the flu vaccine. No,
it's not quite that simple. You can treat it the same way, but you can't prevent it the same way aside from keeping clean.
Right.
Simply because it's different species, but once you get it, then you will be immune to it. That way, you technically naturally get the vaccine, but that's only from specifically if you get it. So if you're young and healthy and you get it, you'll be fine. You'll eventually shake it off. Otherwise, be careful. But yeah, like this whole thing is bringing everything to a screeching halt. Luckily, stocks are back up. slowly. It was in free fall.
Yeah, it went back up after Trump announced national emergency.
Yeah, so I mean, luckily, that whole thing's blowing over, and eventually, hopefully, this won't get in the way too poorly with like everybody's summer coming up.
I mean, it's already affecting spring break.
It is already affecting spring break. And it's already affecting a lot of events that were supposed to happen between now and summertime. E3 sports, the NHL, the NBA, and the NCAA all had to cancel,
suspend their entire season. Baseball season's delayed at the moment.
Right,
because they're saying they're delaying a couple months, but at this point it's gonna be indefinite.
Yeah, major league teams had already been going about spring training.
Yeah.
And I think they effective immediately canceled public attendance for those training. They might still be training. I'm not sure.
They're gonna be training. That. No one's allowed on the park.
Exactly.
What else?
I don't know, man.
Out of all these, the memes are nice. I'm gonna be honest, especially with Canada.
Oh boy!
Hours after NHL,
the Prime Minister's wife got it, didn't she?
Yes, he's not showing any symptoms, but she is testing positive.
Yeah.
The Spanish Prime Minister's wife is also testing positive.
Yeah, hopefully they shake it off just fine.
But
in the coming weeks.
I was gonna say, hours after the hockey season was canceled, immediately there's trials for vaccines in Canada.
Oh wow. That's unbelievable.
They're like, all right, you take our hockey, we're taking your life.
It's like, we got to get this done. Get those boys back on the ice.
Well, we were funding the hockey team. I guess we can fund something else. No, yeah. But within like 48 hours, they're already getting like trials down. That everyone's like, man, this is like a great joke. It's coincidence because all the labs around the world have been testing vaccine trials. Some work, some are not sure. It's insane. Colorado finally opened up a drive-through testing center.
Yep. Yeah. No. There's definitely testing. There's definitely a lot of effort going towards testing, and that's really what we need right now. Aside from just basically keeping clean, like Apple is really supporting that. But I forgot. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about was this latest news. Was this recent news going on with Windows updates?
I just got one last night. Should I be scared? Are the FBI gonna come into my house and watch my kids? Am I just rambling?
It's this is some serious new failure.
Oh no!
All right, Windows 10 falls victim to yet another serious update fail. So we may, I will continue with my ad blocker since I'm a Windows user. God damn it! Reports are emerging that yet another Windows 10 update is causing problems for people who have downloaded and installed it. And I just updated yesterday. I can't believe
Same.
This.
I just this morning finally
it was released on the 10th. All right. The update in question in Windows 10. I'm not going to say the whole combination. And it was only released on March 10th. It was supposed to bring a number of security fixes, and even though this was supposed to be a minor update, it appears Microsoft's recent habit of releasing updates that break more things than they can fix has struck again. According to Windows' latest, this new update, which is for Windows 10 versions, 1909 to 1903, or 1909 and 1903, so the two most recent major versions of Windows 10 is reportedly causing some people's PCs to crash and display the dreaded blue screen of death.
What?
According to a reader of the Windows latest, after installing it, I started having BSOD every time I started my PC.
Blue screen of death.
Only solution I had was rolling back to a previous restore points from some days ago. So you can. You essentially have to either reboot your PC entirely in factory mode, or hopefully you have you have a saved update from previous days.
Windows automatically does that.
Yeah.
If there's a major update, it automatically makes a save point.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues. There have also been people on Reddit reporting issues since installing the update, and while the number of cases seems low, it's growing. More problems. While the most common problem with Windows 10 seems to be PCs randomly crashing, one user reported his PC crashing while playing CSGO. Other users have reported that the update takes an unreasonably long time to download and install. Oh, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, mine installed like immediately.
No? Okay.
Just get good.
All right. Another user has also claimed that the update brings back the temporary user profile bug, which replaces the default US 10 user account with a new temporary one, removing any desktop icons or customizations. This was an issue that plagued a lot of people when it was included in the previous Windows 10 update. All right, Jesus. So hopefully not too many of us, not too many of you have been experiencing these insane issues. Jesus. But what should you do if you've downloaded the Windows 10 update and are encountering any issues? The best way to fix the problem is to uninstall the update. Simple as that. So in order to do that, update open the settings tab. Click on Update and Security from the window that appears. Click on Windows Update. Left-hand menu, the View Update History. You basically just have to uninstall that recent update, and you have to so you'll go back to the previous version. You also have to go to System Restore, and these instructions in this article will also be in the description, because I'm sure we have a lot of Windows users, and hopefully we're not encountering too many issues like the blue screen of death. That'd be horrifying.
I mean, to be honest,
and hopefully with this you don't have to go to Best Buy and deal with that.
I mean, to be honest,
have you ever had to do with that?
Yeah,
again.
Back in 2006.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, we went to Comp USA.
Oh wow! Rest in peace.
They were competent. They were competent there. Half the time.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, to be honest, I said last time on the podcast, I don't run on the regular updates.
Mm-hmm.
I run on developer updates.
Oh, okay.
So I'm usually the ones that are constantly telling them, hey, adjust this for fuck's sakes.
Oh yeah, of course.
But right now,
fix this.
Right now I'm actually on the stable one. I rolled back from the unstable after the whole issue with my computer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm still on their developer plan. I'm just on their stable version.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've been fine on my end. Not any major issues such as that.
I'm gonna tell you, I had that hard drive since what year was remember 7th grade?
Yeah, of course. Sadly, I remember that.
What year was that? Like what, 2013?
That was 2012.
Yeah, that's how long I had that hard drive.
Wow. And
it's still kicking.
Whew.
It's literally like 40.
I feel like you should probably get a new one, considering
I have a big backup.
Okay.
My 3 terabytes actually where I keep most of my.
I see.
Because here's the thing, I have a external 1 terabyte.
Yeah. That's
where I keep more important documents. I keep the boot file on the old one.
Have I shown you my my adorable little 2 terabyte solid slate?
Do you remember when
it's smaller than my phone?
Did I tell you?
I love it so much.
Christopher.
It's only 2 terabytes.
Christopher.
Yeah.
Remember when I told you about the micro SD card?
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember those. I mean, well, it's kind of the thing, but like I remember first seeing that. It's like it's the size of my fingernail. What?
No, micro SD card, but it's 1 terabyte.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Oh yes, indeed.
Guess who's gonna order one?
You gonna get one?
I'll probably order one.
Pop that shit
in the camera.
Yeah, and never have to grab another one. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna order one.
You know what you're gonna need with that type of storage? You're gonna need a Canon 1DX Mark II.
That's Ollie specific.
Mark III.
That's Ollie specific.
5.5K, son. Fill that up like juice.
You're like very.
Fill it up.
You're on like on a very fucking specific level.
Yeah. That 1DX Mark III.
You calm down. Anyways,
it's good. It's tasty.
I forgot to mention, we were actually on Hawk Radio, the local radio station.
Yeah, we were. Definitely check out Party Pastime. They had us on their podcast recently. You can find them on YouTube. That's Party Pastime, and on Hawk Radio. Check them out.
Yeah. Sadly, we were only there for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe next time.
I mean, we were guessing we might be there again, but definitely check them out. Check us out on there. Do we have anything else for today? I mean, we're kind of pretty close, if not at our time.
We got Doom Eternal. We got Animal Crossing coming out.
Yep.
We
got Discord and Twitch updates.
Before we go,
Windows updates.
There is one update for Doom Eternal.
Oh, another update about Doom Eternal.
It's a surprising update, and I'm actually was thrown off, but it's welcome. You can customize your Doomslayer. Oh. And one of the costumes is a unicorn.
No.
It's a white and pink unicorn.
You're lying. Oh my god.
Oh my god. This man making me blush.
Twitch Prime unicorn skin. It has the mouth on it.
It's a Twitch Prime exclusive? Oh my god, I get it. I get it for free.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, there it is. It's a white and pink unicorn. It's a Pegasus.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, it's wings. Pink wings.
I don't know if I mentioned this.
Jesus Christ. You're hell or heaven or hell?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Both.
All right.
Mick Gordon, of course, put out a teaser for his behind the scenes of the music.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah, check that out. It's amazing.
He shows off the hell music, but we're probably gonna be seeing the heaven music soon.
Yeah.
Probably post update.
Yeah.
Other than that, there is one special mode I'm surprised that they added.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, a training room. You all your guns have unlimited. All your abilities are unlimited.
Okay.
And basically, the how they explain it in the game is, you're in a prison in hell, and this is their punishment. You are the punishment.
Ooh.
It's just unlimited waves of enemies. You're just going back and forth.
Oh, that's great. Free play.
Yeah, it's free play mode.
You unlock free play mode. Reminds me of Kirby Air Ride.
Well, that, and plus, of course, a lot of people are going to be, if they haven't been paying attention to the gameplays that have been shown off, there is one major thing that a lot of people are surprised about. The game actually has a hub world.
Oh?
It's a place where, between all the crazy shit, that's where Doomslayer actually goes back and relaxes. He's still human, I think.
Indeed.
I think.
Helmet stays on.
Suit stays on.
Yes.
Except the bicep covers, they stay off.
Yeah, they can come off.
Everyone's like, why is it like so meaty that can like hurt, like they can attack him there? He's like, have you seen him lift like the Doomslayer sword? He lifted the sword. No one can lift that.
You know, it's like Mjolnir. Well, what's up?
No, it's just people updating me on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's our time.
Yeah. Is it?
I thought.
Well, remember, guys.
No, yeah, that definitely is our time.
Good luck with the rest of the world. Remember, stay off the Fury Road.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna rewatch Mad Max soon.
Oh hell yeah! Get in the mood for Apocalypse.
Get some notes. There's actually a lot of good Outbreak movies on Netflix.
Actually, there is. I think
the movie Outbreak.
I think actually, yeah. Netflix was advertising pandemic and outbreak movies, and due to coronavirus, Netflix Premium is
extended for 5 months for free.
Yeah, it's extended for 5 months for free. So hop on that if you don't already have it.
Meanwhile,
definitely, not even sponsors. Like, hey, free Netflix.
Before we go, just a quick update. Yesterday, when me and my friends were getting ready for D&D on Roll20, it's the online service. The service went down because everyone that plays D&D in person started transitioning online.
Oh wow!
We overloaded a server of a website.
Oh my god!
That's how bad. Like, this is how to put perspective. This is. A lot of people are transitioning Dungeons and Dragons and online anyways.
Right.
But of course, a lot of services are actually reinforcing all of their servers at this point. Of course, Steam, they just spit at service downtime. I'm gonna ask you a question. When's the last time you ever heard Steam go down?
Oh.
Freshman year.
2013.
Freshman year. That was the last time I had to wait like 2 hours just for Steam to get back online.
Wow. Yeah.
Everyone else, it's their servers are like, they spit at the idea of you going down.
Yeah.
All right, we're actually at time. I'm sorry for keeping you guys here.
No, fine. Yeah, definitely check out the links in the description. Stay clean with COVID going around, and definitely if you are a Windows user, you might want to go back on your previous update, or maybe you don't want to update if you haven't already. Be wary of the recent news going on with that. But aside from that, exciting things going on. Still with Doom Eternal coming up soon, and Animal Crossing. And
I just want a crossover for just one event. I just want a crossover, please, for
do it for the memes. Do it.
Isabella could be like one of like the side like companions, or Doom guy can like visit like, hey, I brought you flowers from hell. Or like, hey, like you walk into like mayor's office, Isabella's like, oh, sorry, I was chatting with a friend. It's just Doom guy in the background, just like breathing heavy.
Is there like a weird ship going on between them, or is it more like a? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. No.
She's a psychopath.
No. I know, but like
she drinks.
Okay.
She's the first Nintendo character to drink on screen.
Yeah, that's true.
She had whiskey.
Well,
you can see the whiskey glass. All right.
Thank you all so much for listening.
This is getting way too crazy. I'm gonna yell at Chris after this.
We'll see how things go in the coming weeks. We may be live next week. We might not, considering everything that's going on. We won't really know there'll be anything to talk about.
We may just do this online where I stay at home and you can probably call me.
No.
No? You still want to do this in person?
You're still coming into the studio. Come on now.
I want to work from home. I don't get paid anyways.
Maybe we start a Discord.
We do have a Discord.
Do we?
What, like an actual Discord server?
Yes. We
could just call each other.
No, I'm saying we start a Discord for the Off-Air podcast.
We could.
Back on that next time. In the meantime, have a fantastic day. Stay clean.
Simple Clean by from Kingdom Hearts.